As you recall, in the previous training video I introduced you to gadgets. Here I want to introduce you to a new gadget. It's the feed headlines. Basically it's a little gadget that will give you today's headlines of news, sports, entertainment. And from these headlines, if you like what you see, you can learn more about or get the full story. But first, let's go ahead and add the feed headlines gadget. And as you recall in the previous training video, just find a blank area somewhere on your desktop and right click. And then down in the menu here, there it is, gadgets. Click on it. Come up here, click on feed headlines, and again, if you want to learn the details about the gadget, come down here and click on the arrow to expand it. And it says this gadget will track the latest news, sports, and entertainment headlines. So to add it, double click. Let me come up here and close out. And you can see here the first 4 headlines. You can see it's all coming from Microsoft here. Give it a few seconds, it'll go to the next 4 headlines. 1 through 4, now 5 through 8. And when you come up here and you like one of the headlines, like 5-time waster games, yeah, I want to waste time. Let me click on it, learn more about it. Opens up a window next to it, and it says easy to learn, no major commitment, ideal for a quick pick-me-up. Okay, go ahead and let's read more about it. Click on this link here and it takes me to the web page where I can get the full story. Come up here in the title bar here and double click on it really fast, and we'll maximize the window to fit the full screen here. Then I can go ahead and scroll down and read about 5 great time waster games. When I'm done, close out, and I'm back to square one. I can go ahead and continue on scrolling down if I want to the next set of 4 headlines here. And again, all these headlines are coming from Microsoft, but if you want to be able to subscribe to other news websites, then just come down here, click on Internet Explorer, open it up, and then go to your favorite news website, www.foxnews.com, hit enter. Now, not all news websites allow you to subscribe to what are known as RSS, or really simple syndication feeds, where they just give you the headlines of today's top stories. How do you know if this website allows me to subscribe and get those headlines in my feed headline gadget? Well, come up here on the Internet Explorer toolbar here, just over to the right. You see that little orange button? When you hover over it, it says you can view the feeds on this page by clicking on the drop down arrow, and it's got one here. So if I wanted to subscribe to Fox News RSS, really simple syndication feeds, again just headlines, click on it. It takes me to a web page and it says, okay, to finish this you need to click on this link, subscribe to this feed. When I click on it, you want to go ahead and add this to your feeds. See, create in feeds, click on the drop down arrow. There's my Microsoft feeds, but I don't want it in that folder. I want it in the general feeds folder, and click on subscribe. I can view the feeds here on this web page, or I can view the headlines from my little gadget on my desktop. But before I do that, if you come up here and click on the favorites, there's the favorites of my web pages, but there are my feeds right there. There's the default Microsoft feeds that I believe come with Windows 7 here. It came with my computer, probably comes with yours. Then I just added Fox News, okay? So let me go ahead and click off in a blank area and close out. Now that I've subscribed to Fox News, something different than MSNBC, if I want to be able to include Fox News headlines here, or just have Fox News, not MSNBC's, then come over here and click on the wrench, or the options, or right click, and go down to options. And notice it says by default it's displaying all the feeds. Click on the drop down arrow. What if I just want Fox News? Do I want 100 headlines, or maybe just 10 headlines? Because man, I don't want to read that much news. Click okie dokie. It uploads, and well, there we go. There's the first top 4 for Fox News. You can see right there, Fox News. Let's click on GOP Eyes Vacancies. Gives me a synopsis. If I like that, then of course I can click on the link and it takes me to the web page where I can read the full story. I click off in a blank area. And then of course I only subscribe to the top 10, so if I click on the drop down arrow, there's 5 through 8 and 9 through 10. And then it just starts toggling back over again, about 5 to 10 seconds here. If you want to be able to see more than just this little tiny window, of course you get a little larger size button. Click on that. Feeds are a little bit bigger, or the headlines. But I'm done with it. I'm going to go ahead and close out of it. Thanks for watching. Hey, as a quick reminder, if you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. You can also click on me and subscribe to my channel, get notified of the latest videos, and for only $2 a month you can have access to all my Microsoft Office training videos.